What is going on, fellow nerds? And thank you for joining me. And today, Apple had their event. They unveiled a couple of new iPhones, actually, a few new iPhones, and the new Apple Watch series. I'll tell you all the details right after this. What is up, and welcome back. Let's jump right into the details. There was a lot to cover. Their event lasted about 90 minutes, but I'm going to boil all that down for you quickly. But let's start things off. First off, they kicked off with the Apple Watch. Now they showed off the new Apple Watch Series 4, and it has a larger screen than the previous Apple Watch Series 3. Two models, 44 millimeter and 40 millimeter, but they're also thinner, 10.7 millimeters thick as compared to 11.4 millimeters thick for the Apple Watch Series 3. So you get a bigger screen, but actually a thicker overall body. So that's a good job by Apple as well. The watch will also be powered by the S4 chip. This is going to be a dual core 64-bit. This is supposed to give you up to 2 times faster performance with that chipset. Also, the digital crown on the Apple Watch Series 4 now has haptic feedback in it. So when you actually are using it or interacting with it, it's now going to give you feedback or tactile feedback that you're, actually doing something within it. All right, so that's a upgrade for that. Also, Apple's been making a big push with the medical devices with the Apple Watch. With the Apple Watch Series 4, they now are adding a electrocardiogram or ECG or EKG into it now. So it actually senses your heart beat and rhythm over a period of time. So this is obviously, I see this as a good device for people who have heart problems or even your elderly people. If they want to be able to give their doctor some more information about their heart, they can wear the Apple Watch Series 4, do the app, check their heart rate, and bam, right there, right on your wristwatch. This is the first device sold to consumers that will have a ECG built into it. So Apple first to market with that one. So good job on them on that front. All right, let's give you the release info for the Apple Watch Series 4. September 21st is when the Apple Watch is coming out, and it will start at $399 without LTE and $499 with the LTE in it. So if you want to leave your phone at home, you have to shell out $500 for the Apple Watch Series 5. That's a pretty steep price, even at the $400 mark for the non-LTE model. That is pretty steep as well. They also did announce that the Series 3 watch will be dropped to $279. All right. And Watch OS 5 will be launched on September 17th. All right, the iPhone or the iPhone XS, as they like to call it, or iPhone XS or whatever. They showed off that. So that will come in 2 models, 5.8 inches and 6.5 inch Super Retina OLED display. That's going to give you 458 pixels per inch density. This is the first time Apple's phone also will have a rating of IP68, so a little bit more time underwater and a little bit deeper depth as well. The chipset that is powering this is the A12 Bionic chip, as they're calling it now. They've gone under the hood and done a lot of things within the chipset. This is the first 7 nanometer chipset. As far as the cameras, it's a dual camera setup on the iPhone XS. 12 megapixels wide, a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. It also has smart HDR in there, so it's going to allow your pictures to have a better dynamic range in there with the updated cameras in there. So all of these settings apply, or all of these features apply to both the 5.8 and the 6.5 model as well, which they're calling the iPhone XS Max. So the 6.5 will be the max version of that. The phone also has dual SIM cards. What that allows you to do is to have 2 different phone numbers within your phone. So you essentially have 2 phones within your one phone. So I think it's good for people who maybe travel a lot or have a work phone and a personal phone. This will allow them to get all their calls on one phone, and it will just show you which phone is actually receiving a call when that's being used. Release info for the iPhone XS and XS Max. The XS will start at $999, and the Max or the XS Max will start at $1099. Let's look at some of those prices real quick. So what we have here is the XS or the 10S. So this one is starting off for the 64GB model at actually $1,099, and then the 256 model is $1,249, and then the 512 model is $1,449. So this is the max model. So you are looking at a pretty lump sum for this phone. Probably want to go with the 256, but man, you're looking at $1,250 for that phone. But that's what they want. And for the 10S, not the max, $999 start for 644GB, 256 for the 1149 model, and 512 for the 1349 model. And also the phones will be released on September 21st. And they also released another iPhone, or showed off another iPhone, the iPhone XR. On this one, it has a 6.1 inch screen, 326 pixels per inch density. This also has the tap to wake function. This also is using the A12 Bionic chipset as well. This one does have a single camera, a wide camera on there, so not your dual camera setup as the other phones. This one has 64, 128, and 256 gigabytes models, and that starts at $179 here. As you can see here, $749 for 64, 128 is $789, and 256 will run you $899. And the release date for that is October 26th. Alright folks, that is all the info I have for you for the Apple event. Just wanted to give you a quick wrap up. You didn't have to run through the whole gambit of watching the 90-minute video. I broke all that down for you. I want to thank you for checking out this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. While you're at it, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, and hit that notification bell to get notified every time we have updates. You can follow me on Twitter at SNJamocha, and make sure you follow Sounds Nerdy on Twitter at Sounds Nerdy. And until the next video, guys, stay nerdy.